Fuck it. Guess what works again? It's the Stream Deck. It was only broken for a day. Ah. I'm gonna shut the music up. I was very afraid. I was genuinely a little afraid that that the connections were just like majorly severed. Yes. But they aren't. So that's good. That's very good. It's gonna be probably another short stream tonight, friends. Just because I have another busy day tomorrow. I gotta be up north. I have an hour drive at least to the site, so. But I got a root beer. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I did. Well, oh man, I got a story about... So this is why my dad is no longer allowed to book us hotels for events, right? So I was away this weekend. We were at the World Oddities Expo for Karen because she was vending, and this was a big new opportunity for us. They personally invited her to vend, which was awesome. And the event ended up being really great. But I drive down there on Friday night after work. I left at like 12:30 because I got out of work pretty early. And I drive down to, it takes me 4.5 hours to get from Philly to the expo in Baltimore. Which that is insane. Like, legitimately, that is a ridiculous amount of time. It should take 2.5 tops, right? So I get there, and I drive, and I get to the hotel, and Karen and my dad are setting up. So I just go hang out with my mom in their room for a bit, and their room was fine, I guess. There were a lot of cigarette burns in the duvet cover, which wasn't really a duvet cover. They had, like, no extra blankets. It was kind of weird, right? So then Karen and Dad get back, and Karen goes, yeah, our door doesn't lock. And I'm like, pardon? So I get my stuff, I bring it down to our room, which is a floor down, and I have watched a lot of Dan Bell videos in my day. I have watched a lot of Another Dirty Room. Possibly to my detriment, but it also means that I know what I'm looking for. So it was a suite. It was a 3-bed suite. And the walls were, like, drippy and weeping with the kind of, like, goo and texture that a room that has been smoked in and the walls haven't been cleaned only has. The floors there were 2 bathrooms. The floors in the bathrooms were sticky. Like, my shoes were getting stuck to the tile. There were insects in the beds. I cannot verify if they were bed bugs or not, but there was certainly some sort of insect. And, like, I checked the mattress. I didn't see any, like, telltale bed bug signs, but there were enough that I was apprehensive. The 2 bathrooms. One bathroom had a giant, drippy something on the exterior of the door. Whether it was a giant, like, hocked loogie, or snot, or something else, I can't tell you. And then the other door, when you closed it, there was a large men's footprint on the door. So I go downstairs. Yeah, it was a very much burn it all down situation. I go downstairs and I talk to the lady at the front desk, who was incredibly kind and incredibly patient. And I'm like, ma'am, our door does not close. You can open it from the outside. And she goes, well, that's not good. Let me get maintenance. And she's like, come back in like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay. So I like scroll some Instagram reels while sitting on the chair because I was not about to put my ass on the bed. And I go back down a little bit later and she goes, I've had it with this maintenance guy. The maintenance guy says, well, as long as they're in the room, then they don't need to worry about that. And she's like, no, that's not happening. Oh, Liz, hey, I'm telling you about a gross hotel room. To the point, so at that point, I had had enough. There was no way I was going to sleep in this room. And I called my dad and I told him, I'm like, Dad, we're leaving. I am going to try to get a refund for the room. And we're going to go somewhere else because we can't stay here. It's disgusting. So I go talk to the lady and she does give us a full refund. And thankfully, I still had the booking.com app on my phone. And I was able to get a room for like $20 more total, about 15 minutes away. That, though the room was just kind of like dated looking, it was clean, and there were no bugs, and the shower worked, and the bathtub wasn't brown, and there were no loogies, or tobacco stains, or cigarette burns, or anything. Certainly no bed bugs. Like, honestly, if my only complaint about the place was that it was just dated. So that worked out. But my parents stayed at the other hotel, which I still can't wrap my head around. Like, and then so I'm talking to Michael about it, and he goes, "Where are you guys staying?" And I sent him the name of the hotel, and he goes, "That has a 2.9 rating on Google. Why are you there?" And I'm like, well, because my fucking father booked the room without corroborating with any of us. Because Dad still seems to think that hotel rooms or hotel stays cost as much as they did in the 90s. So $80 a night is a perfectly reasonable price. No. It's not. So the place, hang on, let me see, the place that we ended up going to, was America's Best. America's Best Value in Baltimore. And that has a 3.5 on Google, which is high enough for me to be like, yeah, okay, I trust this. Significantly better. And, like, frankly, we checked it out, and it's the kind of place where, like, people were having, you know, birthday parties for their grandparent, like, old people birthday parties. I'm like, okay, if this is the kind of place that you're having, like, grandma's 85th birthday, then that's fine. I feel safe there. But it was brutal. Maintenance guy gets majorly fucked. But let's get back to where we left off on Thursday. Is Buttspot, like, having a moment? I think Buttspot is more like Broken Bot. So we are back to Pengy Park. That's right, we were about to go talk to, who was it? Was it Grace and Zapper? Ah, roller coasters. Enormous steel tributes to man's hubris. Who doesn't love them? It was Grace and Zapper. Actually, I'm kind of surprised to see Zapper and Grace in the line to ride Pengy Paradise's most intense coaster, the cheerfully named Soul Annihilator. I mean, Zapper I can see volunteering to have her immortal soul rent asunder by a roller coaster designed by Satan, but who is the devil? But Grace?
Awesome.
Trust me, Grace, this is gonna be awesome. I can't believe you've never been on the Soul Annihilator before. Last time I came to Pengy Paradise, I was too short to ride it, although my brother Gavin rode it and said it was acceptable, so... more than acceptable. The Soul Annihilator is a 5 out of 5 coaster experience. This ride is gonna change your religious beliefs. Oh hey, look who's joining us for this coaster experience.
Good to see you.
Hello, Pank. Good to see you. This is gonna be a lot of fun. It's only then that I realized people have begun lining up behind me, meaning I am now officially queued to get annihilated. Hey, I wasn't actually gonna ride, but Don't force me to make loud chicken noises until you feel shamed enough to come along for this experience. It's embarrassing. Okay, I'll stick around, but I am curious about why Grace is here. She said she wanted to give it a go, and being a good friend, I'm playing wingman, wingwoman, whatever. Woohoo! My family's visited Pengy Paradise so many times, and I've taken a spin on nearly every ride, but never this one. How exciting! Yeah, we've been comparing Pengy Paradise notes. I've been here 3 times myself. Just keeps getting better with new stuff every time. Can't beat the classic though. Like, it's a chilly world. Fucking hell of an experience. Are we talking about the same chilly world? The one with the singing mechanical penguins designed to temporarily distract 4-year-olds? Fuck yeah, I hit that ride every time I'm here. Dude, Zapper, I love you. You're me. I love me. Oh, that's cute. I can just imagine a bouncy little kitty version of Zapper. I've got this picture in my head of a 4-year-old Zapper, this adorable little moppet, bouncing up and down in the boat as penguins sing with her. I may explode from cute. Ooh. Oh, that's so perfect. I've been envisioning it too. Squee! For your information, the first time I rode Chilly World, I was 14, not 4. Seriously? Seriously. I'm planning to hit up Chilly World tonight after the toddlers are asleep and the crowds are thin. That's a great idea. I haven't visited Chilly World yet, but I can wait till tonight when it's quieter and more, intimate. Maybe. Intimate, Intimate. Catching Grace's shy gaze linger on me a little too long. Zapper nudges her friend with an elbow. I mean, if you want to come with me, Peng. If you have time. Anyway. After this coast, I just need to visit the Scandinavia Pavilion and the Wonders of Electricity and the Popsicle Rockets and...
I don't know. I don't know.
There's just so much to do. I don't think I'll have enough time for it all either. I wish we had 2 days here, not just 1. We're coming back tomorrow for the charity show match, right? It's at the Pengy Palace Arcade. Right, but then we're flying out that night. There won't be time to try any more rides. There we go. Technically speaking, we only need 2 representatives from the team for the showdown with P2W tomorrow. You can always skip the event and go finish your bucket list of rides. I don't mind at all if that's what you prefer to do. No, I want to support the team. Even if you don't partner with me tomorrow, I want to be there to cheer you on. We're fighting for a charitable cause, too. That's something I can really get behind. I want to be there when we make the world a better place. And when we put PTW in the dirt again. I was made use of my taco pass, got a Mexican pizza, too. Hell yeah! That's the good shit. Whoop. Alright, I guess. Oh hey, we're next up for the ride! Hey, let's have some fun! The ride attendants wave us in, then 3 of us sit side by side in the car, ready to go. An alarming number of buckles, straps, and harnesses are fixed in place to keep our bodies from flying out of the ride. Need to get at least 10 tacos to mature the path. Yes! You can do it! With a wave, the train begins to pull out of the station, slowly clinking its way up to the top of the first hill. Oh boy, my first time on the Soul Annihilator! Yeah. My first time on a roller coaster at all, actually. Yeah! Wait, what?! This is your very first roller coaster? You didn't mention that before! That's right, I hear they're a lot of fun, though. Your first coaster is going to be the Soul Annihilator? I think I've made a terrible mistake. Really? Why? And the train roars down the massive drop, plummeting us straight towards the earth below speeds that peel the flesh from my face. Aye! Woo! Yeah! Soul Annihilator, baby! My brains are falling out! My brains are falling out! That is not indicative of how I would be on a roller coaster. I can't even begin to count the amount of loops and inversions. For all I know, the trains came off the track seconds ago and we're just twisting through the air towards our doom. Cheesy! Hello! My mind shuts down in protest, and my heart threatens to go on strike under protest of its mistreatment. I've never been more alive! Like, gurgling noise followed by heavy gurgling noise. I'm gonna die. This is how I die. But just before the Reaper's blade can slice my spirit free from this mortal coil, the train finally hits the brakes and slowly pulls back into the station. The 3 of us drunkenly stumble towards the exit ramp, the entire world swaying and shaking beneath my feet as I try to remain upright. By the time we've returned to terra firma, I'm half convinced this is a dream before dying, and in reality, my soul has indeed been annihilated. As has my stomach, which is continuing to roll and twist and turn long after the ride has ended. Feeling apparently shared by one of my co-riders. Uh-oh, friends, I think we got an ooh-wee at 9 o'clock. Excuse me, please. That was amazing! Best coaster in the world. Oh no, now we got an ooh-wee at like fucking 3 o'clock. Oh crap, okay. Take it from an expert, you just need to hold it in. Hold fast, it'll pass. You don't have to spill your lunch all over the pavement. Not helping! Visualization and meditation, let's do this. You are a calm, serene pond in the middle of, an ocean. You're a pond in an ocean. And there's a little man in the middle, an island in the middle of the pond. And he's not puking, okay? You got it? Focus on that. You got this. You got this! Yeah! Mind over matter. Willpower strong. Confident. Steady. Hold. And done. Okay, I think I'm past the point of no return and can keep myself contained. My stomach hates me, true, but it's gonna obey. I am a calm, steady rock. I have now stabilized. All systems normal. I actually did Zapper's route earlier today for the first time. Yay! Whoa. Now that's taking it like a champ. Good job. I think I better go find Grace, though. She's probably flooding the ladies' room with her spew, and I owe her an apology. See you around, yeah? You know, I'm proud of myself. That could have gone way worse for me if I weren't the sort of person to maintain calm in a time of crisis. Not many could claim the same, could they? Okay, back to exploring the park. Except it's not. Nighttime in Pengy Paradise. By this point, the rowdy kids and large families have retired to various hotels in the area. The park's much quieter now. The rides are still running, of course, but that's no longer the focus. Now, gaggles of college kids roam, as well as couples walking arm in arm. Pengy Paradise is for lovers, or so the slogan goes. They tried to trademark that one too, but the state of Virginia sued them. If I had any sense, I'd be headed back to my own hotel for a good night's sleep. The big exhibition match against our arch rivals is going down tomorrow morning. But this is no time for sleep. I've got plans. This is the night. The night where I realize my romantic ambitions. Besides, my phone's busy beeping away in my pocket rather insistently, like a wake-up alarm for the soul. Beep, beep. We are, in fact, here. Beep, beep, Hank. It's now 7 p.m. You know what that means. Way ahead of you. I'm ready to go ask Foxley out on a date. I'm so glad to hear it. It's fun to work with a user that already knows what they need from life. Less calculation for me to do. Still, I should enact my relationship safeguard routines and offer you my final report, even if it's just to reaffirm what you already know, okay? Nothing wrong with a little reaffirmation. Hit me.
Okay.
Okay, so I've adjusted my internal metrics based on how well your personality meshes with everyone on the team. So, let's see. Oh, yay! Oh, Lord. Oh my god, you guys really? You waited to do this route until I could? That means so much. Like, truly, thank you. This game came out 6 months ago and you guys have been waiting 6 months for me to finish it? I send you all the hearts and love. Here are your current standings with everyone in Team the Best Team. Hurry for high scores, I guess. Love isn't a game, Pank. Oh, wow. Grace and Domino are, like, tied for second. Even if I have to interpret it through floating point mathematics. Remember, the reason my numbers exist is because of human decisions. You choose who you wanted to spend time with, and they chose how to react to you. This isn't about having a high score, it's about your free will and your heart, right? Right. So, here's how things have shifted based on what sort of person you've become. Domino wants to believe in human kindness. Fortunately, you're a pretty kindly sort of human. Grace values the heart and mind, kindness and rational thinking, and so do you. You're both very kindly and steady. Jinx can be reserved and thoughtful, and so can you. You're both nicely steady. I'm gonna start this because I got bit by that. I need to 100% the first one before I play the second, but oh, vibes. Buttspot. Need to 100% the first one before I butt the second. I guess Buttspot's working again after that, like, freak out he had before. You analyze the world around you before making decisions, and Rhapsody thinks exactly the same way. You're both very steady. Loxley believes in compassion and kindness. Since you're very kindly, he appreciates that in you.
Thank you.
And that's everyone that matches your personality. Forgot to 100% the first one. I just haven't done Gavin and Percy. Ah. I only ended up doing Percy's run. What can I say? I am a predictable person. You didn't mention Zapper. Oh, Zapper is sort of your psychological opposite, but that doesn't mean you don't get along, right? Right. Just no bonus points. And so, after all those calculations, I can definitively say you're a fine match for Loxley, Grace, and Domino. You have a 99.97% chance of romantic success with all three of them. And what do you know? There's Loxley, exactly as I planned. Wahahaha, and so on. Clearly, you two have a bright future together. If you want to go ahead with that plan, of course. No pressure. Okay, with all that taken care of, it's time for romance. Right, I'm ready to decide. File that got transferred to this is my file where I didn't romance anyone. Actually, that was my favorite file because just because no one left. Oh. Before you take this big step, do you want me to back up your save data? Save the game! Always save the game. Here we go. Of all those close to you, whom do you want to share your heart with? Da, 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 da. It has to be Loxley, right? He's already devoted so much of himself to me and my dreams. His knightly ideals of respectfully distant love have kept things pretty low-key beyond, like, oaths or something. But I'm thinking this could work. 'Tis a valid point, forsooth. Please don't do that. It's a valid point, I agree. Better. I pocket my phone for the time being and seek out our local charismatic ruffian. Ramses likes it was hard to get all the friends to stick around, so friend root lets all the friends stay. Aww. I find him gazing wistfully across the lake at the center of the park, pondering the evening ahead of him. Time to make that evening more interesting. Aww. I didn't remember that part. I didn't remember that at all. Darn, maybe I'll need to go back and play the other one. Tis okay, you're just in time. You did not miss the date. I just went through, because I had to finish up the, it was the Grace and Zapper on a roller coaster scene, which was, well, again, let's just say I'm more Zapper than I am Grace in that sense. If you want background charm, I'll go with Zapper or Domino. I was mostly surprised that, because I have such similar similar reactions to Grace, or sorry, similar reactions to Zapper on most things, that we were deemed to be no bonus point compatible. But that tracks. Versus Loxley, and then immediately jumped on the Domino train. Domino and Grace are tied for second place, are like literally tied for second place for me. This is hilarious, actually. And I might need to do that one. But I think this one is definitely more my style. Hello, Loxley. How are you tonight? Quite well, quite well. It's been a wonderful day, spent in the company of wonderful individuals. Wait, hang on. I need... Also, I love to let you know, oh no, that I, like, cleaned up the floor and I can move around here like a normal human being again. Woo! I still didn't put my laundry away, though. That's a problem for future release. Which is probably going to be tomorrow morning release anyway. Alright, I need a hug, friend. Wow, I didn't know I could go this far back. That's impressive. This is a pretty decent cable. Got the H ready? The H is right here. I have the H, and then the bagel bite's on the floor behind me. Oh. Dang it, I freaking rolled over a pillow! It's 8 o'clock? Oh no! If you're interested, I think I know a way to make it even more wonderful. Locksleeve, will you do the honor of going out with me tonight? I've been interested in you for quite some time.
What ho!
Oh, is that the case? You need one. Oh no! Fuck already! Arsene, you get me. Just like right to my core, buddy. This entire chapter punched me in the H gland! Oh, God. Oh, man. I don't know if I have an H gland. I'm taking that. Oh, absolutely take that. H. It's here. Oh, no. Stop annoying me. Don't care. And he makes a sweeping bow, which drops him to one knee before me. He gently takes my hand in his.
I am honored. Truly honored.
Oh.
I've always felt we share a certain kinship, akin to bonds of battle, but hesitated to seek anything further out of respect.
Arsene for 7 months! Thank you so much, my friend! Explosions in the chat, maybe some H's in the chat for good measure, too, you know. I have a hair.
And the not-so-small matter of my loyalty to the Iris Collective, and my allies who operate it, that likely posed an obstacle, yes?
Aw, truth, cheesy truth. Yep, I called it. He was keeping his distance intentionally.
But you know my heart. You know me. More than anyone else in our circle. And if you know all of that,
Aww.
and still your heart is set on this course, then I gratefully accept.
Aw, yeah. Aw, yeah. He said yes. He said yes. We're going to prom. I mean, Pengy Paradise. How do you feel with my chance? I've already played this away because something immediately reignite my obsession with characters. No, don't let me cause your hyperfixation. Thank you, Loxley. You can stand up now. No need to bow and scrape. Ah, yes, of course. Part of my dramatic instinct. Imagine if he said no. What would we do then? That's actually a good question. I was still thinking about Percy. Can the characters refuse if you ask them and your compatibility is too low? Oh my god, you should absolutely finish your Junie cosplay. They can. Okay, I appreciate that. Now then, to the matter of our romantic evening within this lovely commercial paradise. Happens if you ask someone in your bottom 3. Fortunately for you, I have plans for just such a contingency. Marion! Marion Online! Engage romantic preparation package 7 alpha. What? Error, I'm afraid a limousine won't fit through the gates of Pengy Paradise, my lord.
A bit concerning.
True, that would be a complication. Oh, you accidentally asked Zaffer when she was in the top 3 and got rejected real hard. Oof. Ouch. Maybe we should leave it to the one who programmed the actual... However they... Nevertheless, I feel 7 Alpha is the choice for the perfect evening. Adapt as needs be, Marion. Huzzah! It shall be so. Should I ask what romantic preparation package 7 Alpha is exactly? Now, spoilers.
I shall rise to this challenge.
But have faith, tonight shall be the most romantic, most wonderful night of your life. 1 hour later. Okay, I'll admit it, mistakes were made. I no. Are we going to jail now? That depends on how fast you can run. 59 minutes earlier. Well then, I'm looking forward to it. Shall we? He offers me his arm so that we can walk arm in arm towards our apparent romantic destiny, and I gratefully accept. Where does the fire come from? It's lit! That is, I was absolutely going for SpongeBob narrator voice. Absolutely going for that. Wow. I mean, I knew this place existed. There's lots of expensive, exclusive restaurants and clubs tucked away throughout Pengy Paradise, but I'd only seen very small, very badly compressed JPEGs of La Penguin before today. Nothing like seeing it in person. Immediately, I feel underdressed, but Loxley doesn't even seem to even flinch at strolling into this place wearing his unique set of attire. And after a brief nod to the maitre d', we're immediately escorted to a lovely little table. We settle down at the table with menus with food infinitely more expensive than anything I've had to date are produced. Only after the staff finish lighting all the candles on our table and depart does Loxley explain. If anyone asks, my name is Mr. Jeffries, and I am the regional business manager for the palace. You're committing identity theft right now, aren't you? You saw what the palace was up to back at Max. Can you blame me for wanting to stiff them with the bill tonight? Besides, Mr. Jeffries is busy cheating on his wife at the moment. I've no problem throwing his weekend receipts into turmoil. Let's do it. Oh no. Yeah. Well then, if we can't eat the rich, we can at the very least eat on the rich's dime. I'm gonna order the most expensive thing on the menu.
Uncertainty abounds.
The gold-plated ice cream sundae? I'd suggest not, lest you wish to have an unpleasant toilet rampage the following day. But the second best item on the menu, absolutely. We shall assume the role of the 1% and enjoy this evening to the fullest.
Tally-ho!
Now then, to us. He pours 2 glasses of volatile green liquor, a delightful absinthe, and offers me one. He raises his glass high, and with a shrug I lift mine in turn to clink away. To us, to us. We both sip of the very expensive wellspring of La Penguin's delights. To be honest, even beyond giving me the rare chance to demonstrate my romantic talents set, tonight is a delight for me simply because you're here.
An unpleasant business, this?
Some days I feel as if I'm pulled 11 ways at once. FOD2 practice, online tournaments, my allies in the efforts to secure Polybius, and more. But you've been a stable rock in an otherwise turbulent life. A much different way than the other? Oh wow. You provide me clarity and purpose, and for that I am grateful. No matter the storms I must navigate, you are my North Star. Aww. And when I tire, overwork to the point of breaking, I know I can return to our team's home and see your smile, and that makes the effort worthwhile. Huxley? I speak true, directly from my heart. I know no other way to speak. These words may be honeyed, but they are sincere. Aww. Sounds Sounds like we've got that in common. The same feeling of being pulled in many directions at once. You may see me as a rock, but trust me, I'm not exactly an immovable object. I'm dealing with so many things at once lately, but having you around to cheer me up and encourage me on, that helps. It helps a lot, Loxley. Similar struggles, similar hopes. One can ask for a little more. Well, true love is nice as well, but love can spring from common circumstances. Lean us against each other for what? Oh. For support and strength forevermore. A fine way to endure the difficulties of 20XX. Loxley looks up as a number of the waitstaff emerge from the wings carrying bouquets, flower arrangements, even more candles, and other romantic accoutrements. Little by little, our table is surrounded by the kind of fluffy and sweet decoration normally only seen on really sappy greeting cards. A mere token of my affection for you, Pank. A simple gesture, nothing more. Good thing I'm not allergic to pollen, I guess?
Needless to say, I've been planning the perfect evening of love and joy for some time.
Aww.
Even if I've yet to ever need them, designing such plans was an enjoyable way to pass the time.
Aww.
A rather lonely time, admittedly.
Buddy.
My love life was rather bereft before now. More theoretical than practiced.
Nope, I can't say it. That's indecent. That's gonna get me kicked off Twitch.
You'd think I'd be a regular Casanova with my courtly ways, but
Yeah, basically.
I've been waiting for the right soul to whom I could open my heart. And that soul belongs to you.
I'm so glad I have all of these stuffies around to bury my face into when I get, like, the color of my fucking hair.
I aspire to be the finest lover you've ever had, and I shall prove that ambition with my actions tonight. The
Oh,
evening
really?
shall be perfect.
Wink, wink, wink. H? Big ol' H's.
It must be perfect to properly express my affections.
Oh. No, it doesn't. Trust me. I've been on so many weird fucking dates. It doesn't. I promise. Yeah. Loxley, this is very kind of you, and I'm glad you're living out your fantasy of such a pleasant date, but I don't want you to feel like you have to perform for me. You can just be yourself, you know? Don't feel you have to go this far just for me. My Airways ass is like, yeah, romance doesn't do it for me. Then virtual novels like this happen. I'm reminded why people fall in love. Yeah. Yeah. But you're worthy of my very best, and I always offer my very best for the worthy. If that's what you want, okay, but... We got MK for 47 months! Thank you so much! Can we get some explosions in the chat, please? After we go through our explosion there. I can't think if he doesn't have an English accent as part of the shtick, and he's just like, from Brooklyn! So for the longest time, my sister's ex pretended to have an English accent because he was ashamed of coming from, like, fucking Kansas. And it was always really obvious that he was faking it. And then he went to school in the city, and he miraculously picked up this really thick Brooklyn accent that happened to coincide with his getting really into the Ramones. It was pretty embarrassing, actually. And long story short, he's fucking garbage. Also, hey, Riku! Indeed, and I'm not quite finished yet. There's still so much more. After the staff surrounds us with enough dried flowers and candles to fill 3 1980X power ballad music video shoots, he snaps his fingers and summons a violin player from nowhere. And immediately romantic music fills the air as the musician sways back and forth, pulling the bow with fervor. Oh, I think there's a difference between, like, masking and doing it intentionally deceptively. which is what he was doing. Okay, this is where Superman's from. That's the only thing that place has going for it. Also true. Okay, so now we have music.
Music and verse.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Is he seriously getting on one knee and raising a hand high so he can recite love poetry at me? I desperately look around to check if anyone's recording this on their phone. Last thing I want is for us to go viral as cringe. Naturally, I hide my New York accent because I speak too fast with it for people to understand me. So when I slow down, the New York accent doesn't work as well, so I fall out of it, which means I'm incredibly prone to picking up other people's accents, which I'm trying to keep myself contained. Dude, whenever I travel, like if I travel internationally, I involuntarily pick up accents. Or if I'm talking to somebody that has an accent, it picks up. Like if I'm talking to my friend in Scotland for an extended period of time, I will pick up her inflections. And I don't know why, because it's not intentional. I lost my New York accent pretty fast moving down here, but thank God I never picked up a Florida one. I slipped into a New Jersey Brooklyn accent mixed randomly.
Shall I compare thee to the sun, glorious and radiant as the dawn? Or perhaps to the moon, silver and gleaming on the lawn? Nay, say I, such words are unworthy. Only the finest words for one as deserving. For thou hast snarled my heart about thy visage, a shimmering oasis towards which I voyage.
The violinist gets super into it, leaning in behind him, wildly swaying as Locksley declares his unending devotion.
Mayhaps I should compare thee to Helen of Troy, whose face launched 1,000 ships. Nay, say I, although thou hast such soft and kissable.
And that's right when the violin blow accidentally brushes right past a series of glowing candle flames. The end of the bow glows bright yellow as it bursts into flames. Immediately the violin shrieks as he accidentally plays faster and faster, trying to put out the flames.
Wait, hang on.
He grabs his glass of— No! Oh no, grabs his glass of acid, missing the water glass on the table and tosses it on the violin, which bursts outright into flames. Screaming, the violinist tosses the doomed instrument away, right into the various dried flower arrangements. And soon enough, there's a blazing inferno all around us.
Cancelled. Time to go.
As the fire alarms ring out and patrons are evacuated, we join the crowd, being hustled out the exits and out of what's rapidly becoming the blazing remains of La Penguin. And that's how we found ourselves outside a burning building, watching in horror as it all went to the great restaurant in the sky. As Locksley reviews the blazing remains of his perfect romantic evening, his high of love and devotion comes to a sobering halt. Okay. I'll admit it, mistakes were made. Are we going to jail now? That depends on how fast you can run. Pretty fast, it turned out. Things happen. Life comes at you fast. We sprint/sneak our way through the crowd, avoiding as much of the bright lights of Pengy Paradise as we can. We only stop on reaching the other side of the park, merging back into a crowd of couples gazing wistfully across the lake. A good moment to catch our breath and reflect. And so my failure is realized. I can only offer my deepest apologies, Pank. My deepest apologies for letting you down so completely. Locksley, you didn't let me down. No, I absolutely did, and I let myself down. He slumps forward heavily, feeling a weight on his shoulders.
Shall we... Let's be completely honest, okay? I'm not some hero. I'm not a knight.
Aww.
I'm a complete failure at being anything like the legends I aspire to be.
Oh, buddy. Presumably Spanish is marginal at best. Most of our Hispanic people are Mexican, so basically because a lot of being told I speak wrong anyway. Ugh.
I talk a good game, but in the end, I'm an ex-drama club brat. I'm a 2-bit street punk who's read way too much Shakespeare.
Oh, buddy. That's valid. You're valid.
I'm not Errol Flynn. I'm not Harry Elwes.
I'm not even Kevin Costner.
All the these and thous don't cover the fact that I'm just some random dork with a dorky real name.
What is it, like Justin? Oh, let's take, I mean, for those of you who have not played this route yet, I kind of want to like take guesses as to what his real name actually is. Justin? I feel like Justin is a good one. Maybe Kyle? Theodore. Ooh, Jeff is a good one. What name, if I could?
Melvin Weege.
Melvin! Oh, I wasn't even going there. Damn, that is pretty dweebus. Maurice is, I think, the closest. Melvin. This is a very, oh, what's his fuck from, that's from Tangled. What's his fuck from Tangled? Flynn Rider? Eugene? I'm not taking your name. By the way, I went back to a conversation that we had in the server room when Loxley was revealed because you could see the letters on the edge and we called it. Oh shit. Hang on. Yeah, tag me. Oh my god! Damn! Mitch called this! Mitch totally called it! Oh man! That's amazing! Good call! Good job, us! 2 years ago! Oh, wow, okay.
I've always hated that name. I want it to be something more than a Melvin. Someone grander, someone better.
Alright, but also the Melvins are great, and you could just do that. They're fun. We could listen to some Melvins right now.
In the end, I'm just a privileged white boy stumbling through life, pretending he's more classy and cool than he ever truly could be.
Oh, buddy.
I'm a failure and a fraud. Maybe it's for the best you saw that tonight. Saw me make a total jackass of myself. It's accurate, at least.
You can dial back the Middle English gimmick bit. Oh. Let's see. To err is human, your humanity is what makes you a true knight. Maybe! Admitting your faults is the first step to truly bettering yourself. Loxley, this is a good first step. Admitting your faults is how you better yourself. This is from Connecticut. It's not like the knights you try to emulate were absolute icons of virtue, right? They were human, and probably jerks, to be honest. That you're willing to open up, willing to see yourself in your faults rather than hide them, that shows strength, and it's admirable. We can have him drop to an American accent for that bit, but the actor is legit from London and it didn't sound right. I am glad that all of our Florida friends are very safe still. Tonight endeared you to me more, not less. Wise beyond your years indeed. I'm lucky to have you in my life. Without you, I would be truly lost. Very well, I shall accept my failings and do better, one day at a time, eh? So, my perfect evening in Little River Flames. Hoboken! No, if he were from Hoboken, he would probably just be like a drunk frat boy. Like, 1 cheeseburger, please, and a Coke. I've learned, undoubtedly, a fine learning experience, but it was at the expense of the romance you deserve. I'm sure a perfect evening will come along eventually. And at that moment, the sky explodes with beautiful sparks as Pengy's Paradise's lakeside fireworks show begins. Huh. Well, that's good timing. All right, guys, come on, that's enough.
Indeed. Indeed.
He's from Queens. He's from LIC.
The evening ends on a bright note, at the very least. Well, know this.
I do like the little
Despite
silhouetted.
my failings, despite my shortcomings.
Whoa, whoa.
one fact burns
Already?
true. I love you. I don't believe I'm capable of ruining such a love, even in my clumsier moments. I'll pledge that devotion here.
You said
and
the
now.
L word.
I'll be a man worthy of your dream and your heart.
This is the first date, Melvin. I might need you to dial it back some. Oxley.
But I've poured enough words in your ear. Now, let's simply savor the quiet moments. Together.
It's a visual novel. We don't have 70 episodes to spend before someone drops the L word. He's listening. When Domino said it, I nearly fell out of my chair. I feel like with one of my work moms, I feel like I can't annoy her despite the fact that I feel like I annoy everyone.
Aw, squishy hugs.
Aww! One perfect evening in the company of Loxley. My days and nights had been entirely taken by the FOD2 Pro Tour until that point. Wrangling the business ends of the team, training my skills, dreaming of victory. Oh, hydrate or dihydrate. Yes, sir. Karen, I absolutely told that story, but not the extended version. I only told the regular version where he decided that was boring after a while and decided to fake a Brooklyn accent next. Mother of cringe, indeed. But this victory, this love that I found along the way, this tastes sweeter than drinking from any golden cup. And after the events that would unfold next, I'd need to remember that taste, holding on to the memory, using it to keep myself going. Because the best, and the worst, was yet to come. Yes, it would be this time around. Alright, level complete! You've cleared level 5 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Let's take a look at your scores. Proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 34,300 points. Hooray! But no, I would not like to change my metadata. I am good. Don't do the it! Alright, so I'm gonna go empty slot. What's cute? Oh, quick save. Oh, yes, thank you, please, friends. Yeah, we have the 12-hour stream pool, so if you have any more channel points lying around. I unfortunately had to miss a day because we were out on Saturday, but... Alright. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention before we continue. If you want to read the content warnings for this game, you can view them at arcadespirits.com/CW in spoiler and non-spoiler versions. Just figured I'd remind you as we head into some of the heavier parts of the story, okay? Okay, on with the show. Thank you, Iris. Continue? I still have over... I can't believe how many points you guys have. That is bananas to me. It is the distant future year 20XX, and I don't have time to watch Fight Shack right now. Today's the big day. I've got a pounding headache, and I don't think I can keep breakfast down after a night of drinking with Loxley. Don't let them get too heavy. I won't be able to carry them with my messed up wrists. much energy. Oh god, wear the suit. I have to dig them out of the closet. They're in there somewhere. But I make it just in time as the charity show match is warming up and going through its pre-show antics. Casters hyping up the online audience, arcade technicians setting Pengy Palace's FOD2 arcade technicians setting Pengy Palace's FOD2 machine to tournament mode, and reporters settling in to watch. Oof. Wow, okay. That's a lot of reporters. I mean, this is an industry feel-good event rather than a pro tour stop, but I wasn't expecting this much coverage. What's up, everybody? I am live and direct at the Pengy Paradise Arcade for the Pengy Charity Exhibition sponsored by the Palace, the top name in premier family entertainment arcades. Excitement is building as we prepare to witness longtime rivals Team Play to Win taking on Team the Best Team in public for the first time. It makes sense though, yeah? We're undefeated going into this match. We've nailed every major public fight we've taken part in. Media attention will naturally be at an all-time high. But at least Team the Best Team is here to keep my mind somewhat off of the media presence. There you are, we were worried you'd forgotten the whole thing. For the record, I wasn't worried at all. Not like you had to roll in the crack of dawn. It looks like Johnny Cage. I forgot, because I made myself lose at the one, but I guess that wasn't a tournament match. I guess that was just a friendly.
Good.
Unlike this one, who was up and fretting and pacing and worrying since 7 in the morning. I just want to make sure we do our best, that's all. Awful lot of media attention for such a tiny and meaningless charity show match, isn't it? It's almost wall-to-wall 4th estate in here. The friendly in level 3 doesn't count? Okay, no, that's good to know.
Sounds good to me.
Since I match Domino, they've never seen us take on P2W live and in person before. It's a big deal with dramatic stakes.
That's curious.
Yeah. I find it a wee bit interesting that a match which ultimately changes nothing for our Pro Tour status is now the most hyped thing we've ever attempted. Interesting and concerning. I will roll the die. Who cares? We've beaten P2W before. We'll beat them again, and this time they can't weasel and wind their way out of it.
Shall we?
Let's not forget that this is a charity benefit as well. We're going to do a lot of good today, win or lose. Yeah, feed the hungry, save the world, just as long as we get to show everyone what we can do. Pity they fired Coda. Would have liked to rub this one in his face after how he treated us before. It's not sporting to kick a fallen enemy when he's down, Zapper. Coda's been through enough. Whatever. It is a surprising amount of interest for a single fight outside the Pro Tour structure of tournaments and qualifying opportunities. So what? We'll win. We always win. So when she approaches me with that familiar look of mild disdain, I don't let it get to me. Pank. Valkyrie. Good day to raise money for charity, yes? A pity it has to happen at the expense of your legend, but hey, at least the non-profits get to walk away happy. Amazing how she can make a virtuous act into a sly dig. You haven't lost yet. You spent all day yesterday playing in the park and then partied into the evening. I don't think you're particularly in great shape for this challenge. You're the one to talk. You and your team were in the park all day too. When you're at our ranking, one day off isn't detrimental. It's helpful to rest. We don't need perpetual training, unlike most. As a young team, you can't waste a single day. If you were truly serious about this, then you've been training right up until this moment. But you've got a history of ignoring my advice, so I guess I can't expect you to listen. Instead, you get to sit on the sidelines while we prove that you don't belong here. She glances over at the reporters and offers them a friendly wave of greeting. Flashbulbs go off, catching her smile and my scowl. It's time for me to go rally my troops. I suggest you do the same. Especially since you won't be there at the joysticks with them. See you on the battlefield. Bitch! With that, she strolls back to Team Play to Win to give them the obligatory pre-game pep talk. How am I supposed to rally the troops? I turn to face my friends, my team, and do my best to give them one final pep talk going into this important fight. That is not what I said! That's not what I was gonna say. It just kind of slipped out. You okay there, boss? Yeah, I'm fine. Look, sorry. A win would be great, but a win's what we want, a win's what we get. Seems simple and straightforward to me. Just remember our training and support each other as a team, and that wins in the bag. We give it our all, yeah? Right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. And yet, you didn't. I'm under a lot of stress, okay? Look, you get the point. Just let's go out there and do our best. But why did Valkyrie say you wouldn't be joining us for this fight? You're always the one to take point when we have a really huge event. You're not gonna play today? Valkyrie challenged me to step back and let you all take charge of this fight. She thought I should protect my reputation by not being humiliated. But that's not why I'm doing this. You're all capable and skilled. You can defeat Team Play to win without me. I have absolute faith in that. And to prove to her that this is about Team the Best Team, not just me, I'll be picking 2 of you to go face her minions. Sound good? Good. Shows it's not all about you, it's all about us. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, still kind of high pressure. You can absolutely make a suggestion. I am all ears. But we shall not bend or break in the face of that pressure. We're ready. We can use this to our advantage and really show them what teamwork is all about. Hip hip hooray, or something. This was the right decision. My glory is their glory, and vice versa. Together, we're champions. All that's left now is to pick the 2 combatants to square up against Fruit Blood and the rest of Team Play to win. First, I'd like... Oh, you know how people at the bottom of your relationship list would get a bad ending in the previous game? There's one way to prevent that. Pick your 2 lowest relationships. Okay, so that is, I believe, Jinx and Rhapsody. Okay. I will do that because I like my friends. Jinx, go time. Go time. Yeah, let's go. As for Jinx's partner for this fight, I nominate Rhapsody. I need your skills. Are you okay with heading up on stage for such a high-profile event? You know it, Pank. Anything I can do to lead Team the Best Team to victory. Jinx, Rhapsody, I've got faith in both of you. Come on, let's get going. As team coach, I should still join my chosen representatives on stage. The 3 of us walk up to the FOD2 machine, ready to make this happen. But as we approach the FOD2 machine with various camera eyes and video recorders pointed our way, I can't help but notice something's off. Fruit Blood is ready to fight. I was expecting that part, considering she's the top player in Team Play to win now. But where's her partner? Oh, it's gonna be fucking Valkyrie, that bitch. Hey, Fruit Blood, you facing a solo or something? No, my partner's right here. I glance around, but Blitz and Divine are on the sidelines, meaning that Fruit Blood's partner is... me. In case you hadn't figured it out yet, I'm Fruit Blood's partner. Thanks, Rinku! Wait, but no, you retired years ago. You're not on the roster, you're the team coach. You're the coach for Team the Best Team, and you're constantly putting yourself behind the sticks. If you won't learn from my example, maybe I should learn from yours. I'm surprised, Pank. I think I'd be happy you'd be taking a cue from you. Looks like you can teach old dogs new tricks. Is this why she wanted me to step back from this fight? She knew she was going to take us on herself and wanted me as far from the action as possible? Did I just let my friends walk into a trap? The cameras are rolling. Everybody's waiting in excited anticipation. This fight is going down no matter what, and it's too late to switch things up. Suits us just fine. Doesn't matter who we're facing. We're going to beat you. Then may the better team win. Oh, God. There's a 35. Hey, I'm 35! I don't think I have a custom fight pad, though, so... So in case anyone else knows that you have Valkyrie as her jacket as a cape, how do you do that? You just kind of like... Oh, here. Cheesy. You just kind of like... put it over your shoulders. How does it stay on? I don't know. Maybe she's got like a pin or something. I stand behind my team, watching over their shoulders as Velcro. Watching over their shoulders as the rematch with Team Play to Win begins, all I can do is watch. She won't let it! Hot lady clothes magic! As Valkyrie and Fruit Blood come charging out, immediately crashing headfirst into the fray. She's fast. She's definitely fast. Maybe even faster than she was at the height of her career. Fast enough that Jinx is having trouble getting a footing in the early game. Damn it, she's good. Keep cool. Read their moves. Anticipate the reactions. We can beat them. I'm sorry, were you expecting this to be easy? I always bring my A game. I was born a winner. As for Fruit Blood, she's unusually quiet, obviously fighting just as hard, but it's almost expressionless. Strange. Play to Win stacking a point after point, a completely one-sided beating that physically hurts to look at. Team the Best Team is fighting as hard as they can, but somehow it's just not enough. It's never enough. Don't give up. I believe in you. I know you can do this. You haven't lost yet. But my encouragement falls on deaf ears as the sounds of Play 2 and knocking them out again and again fill the arcade. And from the sidelines, I can do nothing to stop this. I agreed to step back, and aside from coaching, I'm unable to do a thing. Time to end this farce. With one final blow, Valkyrie crushes Jinx with a powerful ult. And the final score, over 3,000 points to 0. We didn't score a single point. Not one hit, not one knockout, nothing. We lost, the most crushing loss of our entire career. I should have been there. I should have faced her myself. Was stepping back a mistake? Could I have prevented this? Or would the outcome have been the same? She warned me to stay away. She knew she'd win and she wanted to protect my reputation. But I'm still their coach. This is my loss as much as it's theirs. The reporters caught every moment of it, of course. Our shaky cam phone video of beating P2W originally is nothing compared to that. What's more...
What a fight! The blazing comeback of Victoria Proud,
Punchy.
retired veteran no more. This moment is going down in esports history, folks.
Valkyrie strolls right past us, ready to deliver as many interviews as the media are willing to offer her.
Miss Proud, how long have you been planning this comeback?
Oh, about 2 days.
Please, please, call me Valkyrie. I'm back in competition after all.
So this wasn't a one-time thing.
Of course not. I'm back for good. And I'll personally lead Team Play to Win all the way to Pro Tour Championship glory.
Eat my entire ass. As if that wasn't bad enough. Oh, I like Punchy. Punchy's great. Yeah, Vicky! Yeah, Vicky! Valkyrie's niece pokes her way through the crowd, runs up and gives her auntie a big hug right in front of the cameras. It kind of feels that way. You won the game! Hooray!
No. We raised a lot of money for charity today. So in the end, I'm not the winner. We're all winners.
Sure. She did it. She stole our story. We were the underdogs rising to the top. By leveraging her comeback with dramatic timing, now she looks like the underdog. And we're just another stepping stone on her return to glory, a footnote in her history book. As for Fruit Blood, she avoids the cameras, choosing to stay off to the side. So I approach. Fruit Blood, what the heck was that? Did you know she was gonna fight us herself? Hank, I'm sorry, but I think it'd be best if we don't speak to each other again. What? This isn't like how it used to be, like the good old days. Things are different now. That doesn't make any sense. Tell me what's going on. I can't. This is for the best. Bye. And she walks away without another word. I don't understand. We've always been able to be honest and open with each other before, despite being rivals. Why go so cold on me? Oh, absolutely she was paid to throw it. I would not doubt that. With the press swarming around Valkyrie and the rest of Team Play to Win, well, we're left standing around on the sidelines, stunned by it all. Zapper's the first to break the silence.
Are you kidding me?
What in the fucking hell was that absolute clown fiesta out there? She did, but you also didn't mention anything about Fruit Blood's character. Only Valkyrie's. Oh, you haven't done the romance with the rival yet? We couldn't get a single hit in. They made us look like absolute chumps. Not 1 point? A complete shutout? That does not happen at the professional level! So we lost. It's just an exhibition match. It doesn't matter. We looked like complete failures. We're probably still on track to qualify for the Pro Tour in a few weeks. This doesn't have to mean anything. No, this has one extremely clear meaning.
Inevitability.
Friends, this is what we in the cynicism business call inevitability. This is the universe telling us that this entire thing was probably doomed from the start.
Could have been worse.
Everyone stay calm. This doesn't mean Team the Best Team was a mistake. New professional teams sometimes take years to really get off the ground. Yes, victory,
I see.
That is the inevitable thing. We'll get back at them eventually. Just need patience, right? Alright. He's trying to keep his energetic knightly persona up, but when even Loxley is having doubts, the guy who hurls himself headlong into absolute loyalty, I let him down. I let them all down. Something's not right. Excuse me a minute, please. With a distracted air, Grace pulls out her phone and walks away to make some calls.
Damn.
Nobody's happy with this. We get that. No point harping on it. Our plane back to the city leaves in 6 hours. Suggest we go get our stuff and head off to the airport. Anything else, any other decisions, those can wait. Go home, get a full night of sleep, sort things out at team practice tomorrow with a clear head. Agreed? Agreed. It doesn't have to mean anything. It's not even an official loss. We haven't lost the standing. So what if Valkyrie stole our thunder? So what if we looked like stumbling toddlers out there? It doesn't have to mean anything. Nothing means anything at all. See, now I'm putting money on the fact that Grace makes a couple of phone calls and find out that the cabinet's been fucked with. But, you know. One plane ride, luggage off the carousel, rideshare back to the apartment building. Healthy dinner, everybody retiring early to their rooms, late rising, wandering off, doing their own things. Now it's late afternoon, the sun's starting to go down. Time for team practice. And I'm the only one here. Nobody else showed up for our regularly scheduled drills and online ranked matches. I pull out my phone to send off some texts to my teammates, but hesitate. Truthfully, I wasn't sure I was going to show up. This whole thing, it hurt. It hurt hard. I'm still not sure what to think about it all. The only reason I came downstairs to the arcade was out of some sense of routine and scheduled normalcy, but actually playing OV2 after that disaster? I don't know. I just don't know. And given I'm the only one here, well, maybe they don't know either. When I look up, I spot everybody's favorite artisans of fancy bespoke pizza tending to the arcade, emptying the coin trays, checking the change machines, stuff like that. And when they see me standing there all alone in the middle of an empty arcade, well, I think they know what's going on.
Tough times, huh?
You can say that again.
Tough times, huh? We were watching the match yesterday during the mid-morning brunch rush. Well, it didn't look very enjoyable, all told.
Hey, Calvin! Welcome! We are playing Arcade Spirits, which is it's Arcade Spirits: The New Challengers, the sequel to one of my all-time favorite for visual novels, where we are playing as an up-and-coming esports team right now. But we just lost a major match, so everybody is really bummed.
I don't know. That nice lady seemed very happy about it.
That was their arch nemesis, Matt.
Oh, well, in that case, no. Not an enjoyable event in the slightest.
I take it the rest of your team are similarly unhappy?
You can say that again. No, they're not happy. I'm wondering if any of them are going to show up for practice tonight or ever again. Maybe this whole thing was a mistake, forcing them to play at something they're not just for the sake of my own dream.
Now, let's not assume your dreams aren't even slightly related to their dreams. Dreams can be a funny thing. There's a lot of overlap between them.
For instance, I love cooking, and Ben loves business. I'm happiest over a warm oven, while he's happiest over a warm
spreadsheet. Oh, it's like work.
So we've started a few ventures that we knew would satisfy both our dreams. And supporting each other?
Aw.
That's the best dream of all.
The player character looks so sad.
Maybe your friends didn't dream of glory the same way you did, but have they been happy with supporting your dream? That's the question.
I think they were. I mean, Humps' tournament was pretty cool. And we got to go to Max and meet the 4 Heavenly Kings. And we've got this kick-ass home together. Honestly, I thought things were going great. But if they were happy, why aren't they here?
That sounds like the kind of question you need to be asking them, not us.
Ah. If I knew where they were.
So, go look for them? I mean, it seems a fairly obvious solution to your conundrum. Don't let your anxiety draft up nightmare scenarios. Instead, figure out what's going on directly.
Valid.
I think you'll find that reaching out to people and talking things through works wonders.
Also very valid. My phone still hangs heavy in my hand. I was about to ring them and ask what was up, right? Maybe I shouldn't assume they're sick of Team the Best Team. Shouldn't assume they hate me now. Okay. Thanks, you two. I'll do what I can to rally the team.
We wish you the very best. May you get by with a little help from your friends.
Aww.
Lend them your ears and sing them a song. And try not to sing
Aww.
out of key.
I understood that reference. But of course, my brain interprets it as the cover, which is the version from the Wonder Years and not the original.
Okay, Matt, let's stop this before we get sued for copyright infringement. Be seeing you.
Problem is that the hour's growing late. I don't think I can check in on all my friends. Yeah, the one from Woodstock. Thank you, Karen. Maybe 2 at best. First one I should reach out to has to be Loxley, of course. That goes without saying. There's actually a pretty direct way to locate Loxley, isn't there? Iris, can you chat with Marion for a moment for me? Ask her how Loxley's doing? Tony's at work tonight, but she says hello to... Oh my god, send my love to Tony! I haven't talked to her in forever, and I hope that you are both doing really well. I've seen that you've been streaming again, but of course it happens to be, like, when I'm dead from work. So, friends, if you are not following Calvin on Twitch, you should. He's wonderful. And he's a lot of fun. His streams are fun. Go visit them. I don't know. Irises can chat, sure, but I wouldn't want to violate Loxley's right to privacy. Marion doesn't have to tell us if she doesn't want to, or if Loxley wants alone time. Okay, Iris Safe Haven Protocol connected. What ho, Iris, fortuitous timing. I beseech thee for help. Loxley is on the cusp of committing a crime most terrible. Also, when pizza beyond a bagel, thou canst have pizza at any time. Oh, great. What's he doing? I'm sending you his whereabouts now. He may be cross with me, but 'tis a burden I bear willingly to save him from himself. Location received. Let's hurry, Pank. I quickly make my way to the location deeper in the city with Iris as my wayfinder. Holy shit. With the aid of both Irises working together, I locate Loxley. Loitering on a sidewalk outside a bar, looking in through the windows. He doesn't even react when I jog up to join him, slightly out of breath from the mad dash across Chinatown. Loxley? Hank. What's going on? You skipped team practice. Yes, I did. Mind telling me why? You're, Liz, for 9 months? Thank you so much! Can we get some explosions and some pizza bagels in the chat right now, please, friends? I think this is getting deep. Your, Iris told me you were about to do something drastic. He nods towards a small group inside the bar, including a member of Team Play to Win, Blitz, laughing and having a ball with a bunch of his friends. Judging from the complex miming of the story he's telling, it's probably about how badly his team annihilated us yesterday. So, you're thinking revenge. I'm thinking justice. Rather violent justice. We don't need you committing assault because someone besmirched our good name, Loxley. Not our good name. The good name of Coda. What? You recall that we built our legend on the ashes of Coda's dreams, yes? Our viral video of his ranting is what drew media attention to Team the Best Team.
An unpleasant business, this.
We did that. That was us. We ruined a man to lift our own interests, did we not? Oh, sleeping monkeys are also wonderful. Also, you should have pizza bagels. Pizza bagels are a follower emote. I do it all over. Coda's a bastard and he deserved it. Frankly, yeah. We did exploit him for our own gain, yeah. Doesn't sit well in hindsight. Hey! We might have gone too far with that one, like him or not. We made him go viral without consent. I think it's reasonable to reconsider how we feel about our actions there, but it's not like we can take it back. What's done is done. Indeed, and I've pondered ways to form an apology that doesn't sound self-serving or convenient, but nothing yet. Still, good to know that you share my views on justice and are willing to contemplate the decisions you've made. It shows true strength. Really? I don't know, it felt shitty. It felt shitty to not. Like, yeah. I don't know. That's just me. The Whoopers are also adorable, thank you.
Most
But
unfortunate.
this is all preamble to today's issue, to what I'm currently grappling with. To be honest, I'm having a difficult time with the concept of justice as of late. Walk me through it. What's on your mind, Loxley? I once thought that shaming Coda was justice, a player's bad attitude exposed our underdog team, proving to the world that such attitudes are unforgivable. But I started checking Coda's social media activity after that, at first to make sure he didn't come after us for reprisal. And soon came to realize we put a target on his back. Our video opened the floodgates for trolls, abusers, and harassers to go after him, many of which claimed to be our fans. His life has been going steadily downhill, and we're the ones who gave him that first push. Things are that bad for him, huh? Lately, his face wall posts have been exposing a dark vein of depression. I think he's in a tailspin. He just seemed angry as hell when he approached me at Max. He accused me of cyberbullying him, I believe. When things fall apart, anger can give way to sorrow. If you'd like to see his face wall, I can show you. But trust me when I say it's a miserable thing. I'll take your word for it, but what does that have to do with Blitz? Coda's not even a part of Play to Win anymore. Because Blitz has been reveling in the dog pile and posting, "You're a disgrace, go kill yourself, you useless fat nerd," again and again to Coda's social media. Oh jeez. He tries to swallow that moment of rage to properly explain his thoughts, but it's still there under the surface.
What is justice? Perhaps I've no idea.
Oof.
All my life, I've pledged myself to see justice done. Perhaps a foolish notion, but one I've chased after willingly, earnestly, in absolute sincerity. Oof. And for a time, I had convinced myself that society could be saved. That youthful energy and righteousness could prevail against those who hate and devour all the light of this world. Dr. King said, the moral arc of the universe is long, but bends towards justice. And I've done what I can trying to ensure that bend.
Interesting.
Even if lately, I'm starting to wonder if the length of that bend is cosmic in scale.
Geologic time
If we'll never see
scale.
justice before
Geologic
humanity
time
obliterates
scale.
itself in hate and rage.
Even if you don't romance him, you can have this chat just minus some of the hints that you guys are dating. It is pretty... Hey, come on. It's not like I went to school for it or anything. Yes, thank you, Karen. Yeah, I knew you'd know.
I don't want to embrace Domino's nihilism, or Zappa's nihilism, I suppose. But with Valkyrie crushing our dreams, and our own actions being in line with the likes of Blitz, I'm having doubts. I'm in a moment of moral weakness.
Oh, buddy.
And I very, very much want to go in there and break Blitz's legs.
I mean, sure. Loxley.
It's unbecoming of me. It's hardly knightly. But I tire of this. I tire of actions not having consequences. I tire of the endless loop
Mask and
of
claws, problem
injustice.
solved.
Aside from my punishment by an unjust legal system, can you think of a good reason not to enact my will on Blitz?
Two wrongs don't make a right. They make an illegal left turn straight into traffic. This does not feel like the right thing. That doesn't feel like something that I would say. Because it doesn't have the weight to it of something that I would actually say. Honestly. Yeah. You can't be serious about this. you do know that just 2 wrongs don't make a right, correct? They just turn your right ass around and crash head-on to bad ideasville. Compounding your problems with new problems is a terrible idea, and I'm not gonna stand by and let you do it. You intend to abandon our relationship if I do this, then? The Loxley I love wouldn't do this. He'd find a better way. That takes him back slightly. I hadn't intended to do wrong by you, by us. Yeah, I don't appeal to that. That's not the me. I get it. I really do. You're angry and you're sad and you want the world to make sense. But this isn't the way, Loxley, and you damn well know that. He looks away, ashamed.
I offer my sincere apologies.
As in all things, you hold wisdom beyond my own. This won't help. Won't solve anything. If I'm to stand against what Blitz stands for, what Coda stood for that matter, it can't be done with the tools of the aggressor. I must set the beacon alight and show the world that there was a better way, a better champion to follow. There you go, buddy! Loxley the role model? Really? You're working with a shadow cabal of super hackers. In the name of justice for Iris, a crime I devote myself to gladly, and far more than just what I was about to do.
You have my gratitude, friend.
You may have just saved me from committing a terrible error, Penk. For that, you have my gratitude. There's a reason Batman doesn't use guns. Exactly. I think you were already on the path to walking away from this. I just reminded you of that fact. I fear I've not repaid your kindness, seeing as I skipped team practice for this fool's errand. Whatever, nobody showed up. A foul day in general for Team the Best Team, then. Zack Snyder's. Really? Did he use guns in Zack Snyder Batman? I didn't watch it, so... Let me begin to make amends by assisting you in rallying the team, perhaps. Well, I wouldn't say no. Guns and murder! I don't think I have enough time to left to track everyone else down. You need but say the name and I'll be on the task. You know what? Let's get Zapper. I haven't seen Zapper all day. See if you can figure out where she went. It shall be done. Fare thee well. Okay, that's sorted out. Who am I gonna check in with next? Okay, so hint here. Okay. I like the idea of a completely unhinged Batman. Don't worry about missing info from Grace if you don't pick her. Go with whose story you want to explore. Alright, in that case, Domino. I fire off a text to Domino, but no response, no red receipt, nothing. You'd think the distant future year 20XX would mean having near constant worldwide communication, but that doesn't hold water if someone neglects their phone. I could let this sit and go look for someone else, but at the very least I can head up to Team HQ and look around for him, right? Since the start of the Team the Best Team experiment, we've been living in side-by-side apartments, Jinx, Grace, and I occupying the original with everyone else in the neighboring unit. That neighboring unit is eerily quiet tonight, though. Domino? Domino, you in here? And as I step through the apartment, I hear a light crunch sound underfoot. Glancing down, I see an overturned plastic bowl, a pile of spilled breakfast cereal, colorful fake marshmallows, and little oat shapes strewn on the floor. And the scatter pattern leads to one of the 2 bedrooms in the back. I knock softly on the door, puzzled. Hey, anyone home? The door creaks open slowly, as it hadn't been fully closed, and inside... Domino's curled up in the corner, tucked away near his bed, and has his face buried in his hands, sobbing openly. Domino? It's a sound somewhere between crying and laughing, like someone flipped the switch on his back and it got stuck somewhere in the middle.
Oh, hey there. Don't mind me, just having an emotional breakdown. must be a Thursday, right?
Feel that one! What happened? He gestures for me to have a seat, so I do. I sit on the floor next to him as he rocks gently back and forth.
I spilled a bowl of cereal.
The Nothing wrong with that. I mean, accidents happen, right?
Knocked it right off the table. Stupid baggy sleeves on this stupid coat. Stupid. Wasting food when others are starving. That's crass. That is unforgivable. And that got me thinking about how I was eating trash food and getting fat, so I shouldn't have been eating cereal in the first place. And that got me thinking that my life is a dumpster fire, and this world is starving and screaming and burning right along with me. And then I had to go sit down and cry. Isn't that funny? Isn't that so stupid? To completely crack over something.
It's not.
So
that's how it happens
small,
sometimes, my dude.
Pointless. And look, now you're here watching me crack like an egg. Isn't that great? Isn't that just delightful?
The subtle textual changes when Domino's having a fucking moment. It's okay. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Maybe you shouldn't be. Maybe I shouldn't be around sensible people. I could just go. Homelessness sounds like a grand adventure. Ride the boxcars, huddle around a flaming barrel for warmth, die of exposure in an alley, all that fun stuff.
Absolutely not. We're going to get through this, Domino. You have your friends, and we'll stand by you.
And you're the only thing keeping me together. This team, these friends, but only so much. Can only do so much.
Riding the boxcar, dog.
It's like holding back the sea, isn't it?
Buddy, no.
Sooner or later, you'll get yanked into the deep and drowned. It's inevitability.
There's that word again. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
What a mess. What a glorious mess I am.
I've never seen Domino this racked with stress and sorrow before. And I don't think I can play problem solver on this one. A few choice words aren't going to tidy everything up for him. It's time to admit defeat, but not in the way he wants. Domino, have you ever talked to a therapist? Here it comes. You think I'm crazy. I'm a scary, crazy person. Lock me in the nut barn and throw away the key. Oh, I didn't say you're crazy. I asked if you've ever spoken to a mental health professional. Taking care of your mental health is just like taking care of your physical health. You wouldn't pretend a broken arm doesn't exist, right? Nobody in the team would think any less of you, and we've got the money for it if that's your concern. He opens his mouth to dismiss it with some quip, but pauses, studying me, making sure I'm serious and not just tossing out some cookie-cutter positivity. I've never been to a shrink. My parents treated Aunt Ji-woo pretty harshly for just suggesting I see one. I guess I'm used to not even considering the option now. People in my family don't have problems, they are problems. When I said the wrong thing in school, I got scoldings. Like, not happy pills, plenty of scoldings. Quit acting out, Jack. Stop making a fuss, Jack. Stop crying like a little baby, Jack. Oh, Lord, I'm describing a textbook case of emotional abuse leading to mental health issues, aren't I? Kinda. What a goddamn mess. A mess that a therapist could help you with. It doesn't have to be like this. You seriously think it'd help after years and years of whatever the hell this is?
I mean,
I don't know. This is true. Domino, I know this is scary. Facing this head on won't be easy, but you aren't doing it alone. We're all here to support you, all your friends. I'm so happy to hear that. Put FOD2 aside, put the Pro Tour aside. Your health has to come first every single time, and we're ready to help you any way you need it. You're serious, aren't you? Is this the face of a liar? No, it's not. I'll admit I'm scared, but okay, if I know you're in the corner, maybe I can do this. I might have more little episodes like this before things get better, especially if the big scary head shrinker makes me face the things I gleefully ignore. Could get ugly, could get gross, could get scary. I try to keep a lid on what I've got inside. Don't always succeed, but I try. If we're talking about opening myself up, you might not like what we find. I think that if it were actually possible for you to scare me off, it would have happened by now. I'm afraid you're very much stuck with my good company for the duration. Oh, darn. Oh, heck. Curse my rotten luck. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about the team. You do what needs doing and we'll have your back. You can't spook us. Got it? Loud and clear. Oh, hey, look.
That's curious.
I've stopped crying. How about that? So you have. I mean, I still feel like my emotions have tumbled down a very steep hill and crashed into a ravine, but the actual moment has passed. Right, step one, stand up. It's hard. It's really hard, especially, I mean, like, again, I must preface this as a neurotypical person. I can never truly put myself in your shoes. I am aware of that. I accept that. But it doesn't mean that there isn't help, or at least something more helpful than not. You know? He gets back to his feet unsteadily. I offer him support, but he balances himself quickly enough. Oh, right. I've missed team practice, yes? Yeah, but nobody else showed up. How did you... Peering into people's souls and seeing their secret shames is kind of my jam, remember? But if you're worried they're angry over that one-sided beatdown we got at Pengy Paradise, that's not it.
What if...
Well, I mean, the shock of that event triggered a lot of other little problems, but... Yeah, I mean, I have, on a couple occasions. And there were times where I wasn't honest enough with myself and didn't get all of the benefits I needed. But I know that retroactively. No, I absolutely understand, and that's what I'm rolling with. Like, what I'm saying is that I'm glad that you have medical professionals to be able to speak with. Because it can be hard and a lot to put on people who just don't get it or can't get it. So, like, I respect. It's getting really late, so I think I should check back in at the arcade and see if anyone's shown up. Yeah, odds are they've settled up whatever business they had by now. Give me a minute and I'll join you. This day has been a week for real. Must be Monday! Can't believe less than 48 hours ago we got completely annihilated by Valkyrie. Oh no, it is... Unfortunately, you have joined us at the, like, deepest possible moment. And I've been so busy running around getting the team back together that I haven't really had a chance to get myself together. FWIW is for what it's worth. But still no time for that, because as I walk... Two most emotionally brutal chapters. The climax is... Yeah. As I walk back into the arcade to see if anybody has shown up, I notice that everyone has shown up. It's up to me to rally the team after a long day of personal troubles. My own feelings will have to stay swallowed a bit longer. Game face on. Be the leader they need. Make this happen. Hello, friends. Difficult day, yes? And yet, here we are. We persevere, as I knew we would. I say we uncancel team practice and kick some ass. It's late, but so what? We've pulled long hours before. Let's not push it, shall we? Good enough that we're showing some commitment. No need to commit ourselves to massive overtime as well. I think we should definitely wait on practice. I had a pretty awful day. Unpleasant conversation with my sister. A night of rest would be welcome. Good idea. Could use a break. Could use some rest. Tomorrow, sure, but not tonight. Definitely not tonight. Don't get me wrong. I'm still happy we all showed up. Shows promise we can go beyond this, but maybe we just start fresh tomorrow? It's been a difficult day for all of us, but it means a lot to me to see you all here, definitely. Motivational speech time. My energy's waning, but I have to take advantage of this moment. Have to rally them while they're all together. Okay, so Valkyrie and her team hit us really hard, and it hurt. But you know what? Yeah. Even it hurts to lose that badly in public, and against Team Play to Win, we're still together. We're still Team the Best Team. And you know what? I'm proud of us. We've been living together and training together, but not just for glory, for each other, for the team, for our friendships. So even if we lost this time, we still have each other. We still have those bonds we've made together. That's something Valkyrie can never take away. I know it's been a difficult time. Everybody's dealing with a lot, even outside of the charity show match results. But I have faith. I have faith in us, and I know we'll overcome all challenges in the end. We can still do this, right? Exactly. You know I've never really cared about glory, but I still care about the team. About all of you. I think that they're just kind of mentally pay to win in general. So, like, I feel that. Without all of you, I'd be in a far worse place. That's the truth of the matter. You help me keep it together, and I'm not planning to abandon ship on that anytime soon. For Team the Best Team, for all that we are and all we believe in, we shall endure. But I'm glad you feel the same way. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We've got a long road ahead of us in these last few weeks to secure our slot in the Pro Tour and get ready to take on Valkyrie again. But there's no need to rush it. Let's get some rest and come at it fresh tomorrow. Team the Best Team was the option that I picked, but it was not I had a couple of options, but I didn't actually write that one out. Together, nothing is to stop Team the Best Team. Let's have a rousing cheer for... Pardon me, one side. Oddly enough, Ben and Matt enter the arcade, walking with purpose over to our gathering, and interject themselves into the crowd of Team the Best Team. Ben? Matt? Something up? There's someone outside the laundromat asking to talk to you. What? At this hour? Have them come in, then. We deliver only the message, not the messenger. He said he needs to talk to you outside, so that's what we came to tell you. Shabby-looking fellow, glasses, wearing an old white and yellow jacket. Ah, that's what I suspected. Wait, what? Him? Honestly, not up for whatever this is. Not when I'm this tired, when I've pumped out this much energy to keep my friends going. But it's not like I can ignore it. I almost feel obliged to investigate. Okay, everybody head on home. I'll go see what he wants and join you in a few minutes. But on that note... Hang on. I am going to save. And I think I'm going to have to call it for tonight. I hate to call it on a cliffhanger like this. I truly do. Going 5 more minutes? Okay. Alright. I can do 5 minutes. I can do this scene, I'm assuming. The heck is this about? Oh, at the very end of the chapter? Okay. Alright. I can do it then. There's only one person I know of that matches Ben's description. Ah! Fudge! Thank you! Former member of Team Play to Win, the one whose viral video rant humiliated them. Coda. He's standing on the sidewalk in front of the busy street, late evening traffic moving by from green light to green light, which casts a weird glow on his slumped form. Should be a Switch scenes emote. I have a horrible feeling as to what is going to happen here, and I hope I'm wrong. Last time I saw him, he was a ball of anger and rage, accusing me of ruining his life. But this is different. Loxley mentioned he's being actively cyberbullied and falling into depression. Looks like that's the case. He looks broken, tired, and disheveled. His old team jacket's still hanging off his frame. Hey, Karen. So I'm gonna say yes, and I will correct you if I'm wrong. Okay? I'll text you later. Yeah. Hey, Can I help you, Coda? No, not really. In fact, I'm here to help you. He looks awkwardly down the street, rubbing at his neck before continuing. She beat you too, huh? In the end, she always gets what she wants. She always wins. I want to protest, bring that same passion I brought to the table minutes before, but I just can't find the words. Yeah, she beat us too. Guess that makes us both losers. No way around it. We lost everything. I think I understand you now. We're both scared of the same thing, aren't we? Being nothing. But that's okay. I know what we need to do. Coda, wait, what are you... I called it! That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. And he steps backward into the street, directly into the path of an oncoming bus. I instinctively reach out, but come up just short, grasping at his jacket sleeve and missing. And then it's all over. Nothing would ever be the same again. That's basically exactly what I thought was gonna happen there. Well, you've cleared level 6 of Arcade Spirits and your challengers. I guess we should take a look at your scores. Please don't forget that you're a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. It's important. Also, you've scored 37,150 points. Hooray. And if you or a loved one are feeling like life isn't worth living, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Would you like to change your personal metadata? No. Yes. Ooh, man. And it's funny because, like, my brain was like, he's gonna step out into traffic. He's gonna run out into traffic. He's gonna run out into traffic and he's gonna get himself killed. Here's all that every time I take the little pre-therapy test. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully next stream will be a little bit happier. This is a pretty heavy game at times, and I knew that coming into it. So, just kind of stealing myself, and that's why I told Karen to get the fuck out of here. Because I knew that that would not fly for her. I do genuinely concur with the statement, though. Like, if you guys, like, a suicide hotline can only do so much, but if you are in crisis and you need that kind of help, please do what you can to accept it, you know? Because you can only get help when you're ready to accept it. But, friends, now I'm gonna big screen. Thank you so much. This game is deeply powerful. I still adore it. I truly do. I truly do. But you just gotta be there for each other sometimes. Sometimes it's not enough, but the more you can, the better it is. So, friends, be well. I will be back. I will be back on Thursday. Well, I assume the next chapter is also pretty fucking heavy. So we'll keep that in mind going forward. And as we approach this, take care of yourselves. Much love to you. Be well. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Later.